on Nitro, gang. Happy Friday night Nitro to you all. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Now, you see the green Schumacher. And I don't know if I'm going to try to fire it up, but if things look okay, it might go down. Oh, I can hear myself talking. You know why that is? That's because Melissa left me alone in this room, and she didn't even turn the volume off on her laptop. Jordan Lynch, how you doing? I'm listening to myself on a laptop over here. Check it out. She left it open. Sickening. I love listening to myself. You know, I always thought I had an annoying voice, and now I know I have an annoying voice. Give me a hell yeah. She just walked back in here and still did not mute the computer. Yo, Melissa, why are you not muting the computer? Sickening. Andrew Surrey, how you doing? Let me say hello to everyone that I see here, and I will tell you guys what my plans are for the current evening, by the way. We might have a little shock oil delivery. There we go. We got a delivery. What do you think about that? Gonna run out of juice or fall off the table. Whichever comes first. By the way, special thanks to GeoMac for becoming the top level channel member. I appreciate that, bro. Okay, let me see who we got here. Lotus RC, Big Boys Toys, Pizza and Nitro, Supreme Capone, my good dude John Hensley, who himself today picked up a sickening RC lot. Oh, they just saw your nails in the video. You want to show them your nails? Go grab your phone, Melissa. Melissa, grab your phone. Tara Curry, how you doing? Chris Brown, how you doing? Look at those juicy nails we got. We're gonna zoom in on those nails.
No.
Yeah, put the nails back on there, baby.
No.
Put the nails by the phone. Sickening nails. How much they cost?
Less.
$45?
30.
You can get a Team RC for that. Okay, we got ourselves Andrew Surrey, who says he's getting an R40. Now that's exciting. Chris Brown is here. Darren, he goes, how you doing? I'm doing all right. I just saw all aspects RC. Happy to see you guys here. Now, there's a delivery going down. Okay? And we got, apparently, shock oil. Am I trying to tell you guys something? Jeremy Hawkins, how you doing? Am I trying to tell you something about the shock oil? Shit. And we got a glow driver. Am I trying to tell you something about the glow driver? We got Clifford. How you doing, my brother? A Nitro Head 1984 is here. That's a good year, 1984. The year that the Crossfire injection Corvette came out. Because 1983 was skipped. Don't forget about skipping a year. Now, guys, I'm not 100% sure what my plans here today are. But whatever those plans are, rest assured, they will not include destroying a vintage Nitro. Okay, if we want to destroy something, it'll be this right here. Whoa, almost fell off the table. Sickening. How you doing there, Micah Graham? I just got a delivery of shock oil and, glow drivers. In fact, do we have a little jump we could put in right here? I'm going to jump something. I want to jump something. Corey, how you doing? Happy Friday to you, man. This guy has had enough, he just said. Should we mow him down? I'm going to mow him down. Mowed him down. Sickening. All right, let's get down to business, everybody. In reality, you guys have saw the Schumacher this past week. I unveiled it the day before Christmas. A very important day in many people's calendars. Many people around the world, including this flight suit character. Supreme Capone goes, it's the Stig. Oh, it's for sure gonna be, there we go. Do we have like a little jump? I could like jump this thing. Jason Ketley, how you doing? Oh, we want more tools? Well, that's not that exciting, but... Well, looks like we're doing a toilet delivery of some kind. Sickening. All right, anyway. Enough playing around. Let me get this out of the way. Hopefully we don't get towed. I think this is what they call those Japanese KEI trucks. K trucks, right? K for special K cereal. Oh, it's hitting my Schumacher, guys. Damn, we had some impact. This thing is pretty tight. Oh, it's really hitting it. Sickening. All right, enough with the clown. I'm gonna turn it off. Let's talk about the Schumacher. So I'm gonna bring it up. The plan today, and like I said, guys, thank you all for being here. You mean a lot to me as viewers. This car reminds me of the movie The Mask. Remember The Mask with Jim Carrey? Melissa over here supporting the channel with a $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Should I just pay you right now? I might as well. Okay, sickening. She's over here giggling with her nails. All right, Voodoo Trucking, how you doing? Let's take the body off. Basically, I'm going to do a couple pre-start checks. I'm going to see if this is in test fire condition, and then, more than likely, figure out if it's going to be a fire upper right now. All right, we got ourselves Geo Max saying she's trying to distract you from how much her nails cost. She said 45. Like, I know for a fact nails do not cost 45 in this area. This is like the area of, like, you know, the housewives shows. Okay, where I live, the housewife shows are like half a mile away. Those chicks love nails.
First off, I don't go over here.
Where do you go there?
I go, where my parents live. And they're cheaper.
Oh. Michael Graham goes, what happened to the Make Nitro Great Again caps? I think you're talking about that hat I had. So that was a custom-made hat. Like, I was not the one that printed that hat. My good friend Mike printed it for me and, you know, gave it to me as a gift. I don't really sell those hats. Like, at all. We got the Nitro Addiction here. How you doing, man? Looking forward to your streams this week. I know you're away with the fam, Nitro Addiction, and we have all had withdrawals. I tried to fill the slot this Wednesday night, but you can never achieve the same greatness as a particle accelerator or by the channel name the Nitro Addiction. That didn't come out correctly, but you get the point. All right, let's take the body off. What I'd like to do, everybody, I have a sneaky suspicion. It's very sneaky. Like some sickening people's personalities. I don't see an exhaust gasket over there. That is odd. I'm wondering. I have another one of these, but it's in much worse condition. Also, has been kind of destroyed over the years. For some reason, I believe there is an air leak going down right here. By the way, guys, anybody notice what I added during this week that I've been working on it? What did I add? I added something. What did I add? Trying to find the exploded parts views of the engine. So far, I can't find. I got to try to find the exploded parts views. John Hensley is correct. Added a fuel filter. Bob's RC also, fuel filter. All right, so let me look for the exploded parts views. For some reason, I just think we're missing an exhaust gasket right here. Now, my only option would be to remove it and check. I'm not totally sure. I know the fuel tank is generally okay. I checked it for a vacuum. The only other item I'm looking at right here, guys, look at that low-speed needle. Anybody notice anything odd about that low-speed needle? And the low-speed needle is this thingamajig right here. That's a phrase they like to say down south, thingamajig. I can't even say it correctly, right? But it's way too far outside the car body, as you guys are correct. I see you right here. Grateful Dabs, how you doing? Happy to see you here, man. It's way too far outside the car body. That leads me to believe this thing was running lean, probably due to an air leak. Yeah, it's sticking way out. That is not the correct position at all. I might do a little test fire. I'm also looking at the area right there where the carb is hitting the engine block. I'm not sure if that carb is pushed all the way down. Do you notice how big that gap is over there? That's a relatively large gap of space. Let me see if I can show you a little pointer. Right there, where that gasket is. That appears to be a giant gap. Now, I could check it, or I could go fire it up right now. What do you guys think I should do? Penguin wants to know, do I talk a lot about ranch dressing? Well, Penguin, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I bought myself a snack at Trader Joe's today. And they were, in fact, ranch-flavored cashews, man. Ranch-flavored cashews. So, Penguin, do you see this? You come to this channel, you give me any topic, I'll talk about it. As long as it's legal and ethical and moral. Okay? And doesn't promote any sort of negativity towards others. Now, ranch cashews are a top-level, lovable treat by people. Now, let me continue. So far, I'm not very happy with this. I think there could be a possible leak, although it looks real tight. And I am not happy with the way the carb is positioned. Harlem NYC, how you doing, my bro? The other issue, you guys might remember, I showed you the shocks were horrendous in the front. We got less oil than the Mazda Miata after a drag race. Get it? Because they're actually not that fuel efficient, while they have tiny engines. Anybody get the Mazda Miata joke? Okay, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. When I flipped it upside down, I saw an oil leak the size of an oil tanker. You see right there? All the oil has certainly leaked out of this shock right there. Now, I don't 100% remember, bros, if I filled that shock oil when I first got this. Monte Cristo, how you doing? Hope you had a great Christmas and soon New Year as well. Campus RC, the real OG is here. Getting those savages in sunny California. Keeping things real and positive. So, 100% guarantee, this is definitely fresh shock oil. Like, I could touch it right here. Like, you know, my finger is shiny. You know what I mean? Swizzy, how you doing? Let me answer this question from Swizzy. He goes, I'm about to buy a Rovin 305A. Should I not? So, Swizzy, man, that's a creative username. Reminds me of Swiss cheese. That's the 30cc Baja. By the way, if you guys were wondering what's up with the other, what's that called? The Sportworks I was working on. There it is. I currently have it on my workstation. I ran out of room once again. You could see the Sportworks Mayhem buggy has been disassembled to its bare engine components. It will be washed, it will be cleaned, and it will be loved and fired up once again. But for today's purposes, we got to restore one nitro at a time. Now, I'm not going to go too over about, you know, the good or bad. I did that during this past week. This is the 3-speed model. The radio gear works. My question to you guys, should I go out right now and attempt to yell fire in the hole? Or should I attempt to seat this carburetor? Because, yeah, that gap right there between the O-ring gap, it seems enormous. I'm not sure if, well, I mean, it's definitely not missing an O-ring, but it might not be pushed all the way down. That is my sneaking suspicion. Anybody else here have a sneaking suspicion? I'm just curious. You got any suspicioners? What do we say? Melissa, bring the jacket? Or should we bring the jacket? By the way, guys, what do you think? Will it fire up or will it not fire up?
What?
Give me the hat, please. I need the hat. All right, give me a second. Let me see what you guys are saying. James Simworld goes, work on it first. So we have very good compression. That's undeniable. Fuel tank, I am quite confident, does not leak. I am quite confident. I tested it. We have a fuel filter. High-speed needle seems to be in the normal position. The only thing I'm worried about is the exhaust. Honestly, I'm also kind of worried about this part right here. It might have, but even if it has a hole in the grommet, it shouldn't really affect anything. All right. All aspects goes. Work, then fire it up. So the thing is, it's getting a little late. I don't want to go fire this up after a certain amount of time, you know. Pincher RC, how you doing? He goes, hola a todos. Hola. That means hello to everybody. That's my American translation. But it's correct. Trust me, it's correct. All right, Melissa. I think let's bring me the jacket. All right, let me show you guys, you know, my face. I'm not part of those face hiders. So, Melissa, bring me my sweater. Bring me my sickening hat. No, just bring the sweater. I'm going to fuel this up. The thing is, guys, it's getting late. I don't really want to go fire it up outside and disturb the neighbors like mad late. You know, I'm a good citizen. You know, I pay taxes. And I don't like to piss off my neighbors for no reason. It's just not a good idea. You know, because then, you know what they'll do? They'll, like, park in my driveway. I don't want to be doing that. You're still sitting. Okay. She got up. All right. Sickening. See what you guys are saying. Until then, the goal is just to get it to fire up. I want to see if it has a very high idle and how it responds. But based on the position of that low-speed needle, it is certainly way too far out, and that is not correct in this case. By the way, guys, I put some links in the description to this video. They are real nitros while they are still available. Now, I was on the Instagram post of HPI earlier. HPI said, thank you, Force. Thank you, Force. Wah. You know what? We got old nitros over here. We don't gotta be crybabies. If this fires up, and I'm quite confident it will, that's all we need. And I commented on HPI's post. Vinicus Pimenta, how you doing? I commented on that is definitely not a sweater. What you just brought me is not a sweater. Should I explain the components of a sweater? Generally, a sweater has long sleeves. It usually has a type of collar going up to here. And it usually does not look exactly like a jacket. Just saying. Okay. Now let me continue. It's on the Primal MT downstairs. It's that awesome looking sweater. The awesome one. Alright guys, give me a second. I'm just getting set up over here. Either way, I'm going to try to fire this up. I'm not going to preheat it. And we'll go from there. The goal is to get it to fire up. You know, oftentimes people will ask me, what is the starting point of where I should begin tuning from? Like the factory needle settings. I'll talk about that as we go. I don't really mention factory needle settings because they're more or less irrelevant. John Hensley, thank you, bro. He goes, hope it's okay, 3-speed baby. We're going to find out when Melissa brings me what looks exactly like a sweater. Sorry, boo, I didn't mean to yell at you. Okay. Guys, she brought me the sweater. I just want to confirm. Did I describe the elements of a sweater correctly? I'm looking in the chat. 420 Traxxas, man, how you doing? Did I describe the elements of a sweater correctly? I'm just curious.
Because you have two sweaters downstairs.
They all have the same elements. Sickening. All right. Just playing around. It's positive humor. I'm not being mean, okay? If I'm ever mean, I'll get her a gift after. Yo, Melissa, did you like your Christmas gift this year?
Yes.
Okay, Gio back here with the ultimate correction. He goes, this is a quarter zip. Well, okay, I didn't know that terminology, bro. I'm sorry, okay? All right.
You said a sweater. You didn't say what kind of sweater.
I should have said the sweater on the Primal MT.
Yes, you should have.
That would have been more descriptive.
Yes, because I don't know what kind of sweater you have.
All right, Andrew Surrey goes, trying to fit a VX18 in an RTR3. You're going to need... Which model did you start with? You're going to need the HPI small block engine mounts, I think. Whose cat is that?
Looks like Sandy.
That's not Sandy. Yo, don't taunt me with other people's cute cats. You know I can't take it. I see a cat, I want to go catch Sandy. I can't help it, bro.
It says Meet Mercury.
Yeah, Gio back goes, part of my work is doing apparel decorating. Only reason I know, yes, man. I mean, I described the elements of a sweater as much as I could, okay? All right. We're going to go down now with the Schumacher. I'm going to refuel it. I'm not going to heat it up. It's old, so we'll take a look at it. Big Boys Toys. Thank you, bro. He goes, for some O-rings. on the Schumacher shocks. I'm gonna have to take those shocks apart because it's real bad. I'm quite sure I might just replace the shocks with something from like something that fits. I'm not sure exactly what yet. I'm gonna have to take a look. These are like weird shock sizes, so a Stampede shock wouldn't really fit here. All right, Melissa, are you gonna be the team support when I go outside? Okay, let's go.
Oh,
She said no.
it's cold outside.
She said no. Cold, not cold. What are you gonna do?
Do you want me to get sick?
No, we can't afford going getting any more cough medicine. All right, guys. We're gonna go out. I got the radio. I'm gonna fuel it. We'll fire it up. I got glow plug wrench and a tuning screwdriver. So there's gonna be a bit of a diagnosis here. I'm quite sure it'll fire up. We have good compression. I already put in a new glow plug, by the way. So we're about to find out.
My hand hurts.
What happened? You hurt your hand today?
Yes.
Tony Ferraro and Uncle BJ, how you guys doing? Thank you for joining us. You guys are just in time. I am about to go do a test fire up on this vintage Schumacher. All right. Don't be sad that HPI is basically dead. Don't be sad. We got vintage Nitros for like 30 years left. All right. It's going to be a little average until I go outside for a little bit. Give me a second, guys. Got to block this. We got private information all around. Yo, where's my cat Sandy at?
Downstairs.
He's downstairs. Can't live without the cat, guys. I can't do it. Come home, I pet him. Makes me happy. Hold up, y'all. I'm going to show you what's going on right now. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, by the way. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to give you a top-down view. I'm going to fuel it up. You're saying, are you busy or something, or you looking out the window? I know, I see. Okay, he said he's looking out the window, guys. He can't come down. Corey, he's looking out the window. But if you guys want, I could probably give you a little peekaboo of the cat. You just let me know. You want a peekaboo of the cat? I mean, he looks busy right now to me. Is that a yes or a no? I guess we could go say hello to him, but I don't know, he might run away. All right, let's go say hello to him. Gotta approach cat slowly, man. He's in his cat lair, guys. Don't be too, looking at him too straight, man. You're gonna be like, what you all doing? He's in his cat lair looking outside right there by the window. Sickening. By the way, don't look at the RC on the right. That's my new project. It'll get exposed when it's exposed. Hey, Sandy. How you doing there, buddy? You want to eat? Cat food. Oh, here we go. Someone is interested. Sandy, cat food. Cat food? Cat food? Sandy, cat food? Eat. Let's see if he does it. He's about to. He's like, why are you acting so crazy, Dad? Don't act like that. Sandy, eat. Okay, no, he's busy looking outside right now. Oh. He doesn't normally eat at this time. Oh, we had a little meow. Oh, there was a meow going down. He wants this other food. It's called it's like this little tuna thing he eats or something. All right, he said, see you guys. All right, let's go to the Schumacher. All right, I'm gonna fuel her up, and we're gonna get ready, okay? Sickening cat gang.
You want a lickable? Yeah?
Well, at this point, Melissa, we're already doing the Schumacher. There's no time for cat gang level stuff.
Cat comes first.
She said cats come first.
Yeah. You want a lickable? Come.
What if I don't know, you guys want me? I don't know if I can get it on video. It's gonna be too hard. Oh, he's meowing.
Yeah. Hey, he's probably. Yes.
All right, have hold the video and show him the lickable. Just move it up. Just move it.
No, flip it.
Okay, move. All right. We got cat gang over here. Nope, here we go. Nope, he's eating. Sickening. It's a special mix of very smelly, scented salmon. Cody Adams, how you doing? I'm just feeding the cat over here, you know. This is no funny business, bro. All right, give him some more. Sickening. All right, Sandy, we done over here? You got to take bigger licks. Yep.
He likes this.
Yeah, his ear got clipped. Yeah. We adopted a relatively feral cat. I mean, he's better, but he's not 100%. He's like an old Nitro, you know? You got to tune them correctly. I'm tuning the cat right now.
Hi. Good boy.
This is cat tune job. All right, guys. You say bye. Can you get a hell yeah for the cat? Okay, great. Okay, see you, bro. All right, back to a Nitro. Let's see, electronics. Everything is on. I got my glow driver, glow plug wrench. Everything is in my pocket. Let's do this. I'm gonna prime it here. I got the starting shaft, right? In a drill. You ready for the prime job? So this is very important. It'll tell us whether we have a real bad air leak or not. So I'm gonna prime job it with a shaft. Here's the fuel line. We're gonna see if fuel actually flows in the carb, okay? I'm gonna plug the exhaust for now, and I'll tell you guys if I see it. 1, 2, 3, prime. Oh, yep. I saw the fuel, and I also hear air coming out from somewhere. I heard air coming out from somewhere. Quite sure this tank was good, but I heard air coming out probably from here. We're gonna have to replace that. I have one of those gaskets though. Australian RC, how you doing? We're getting ready to fire up the Schumacher. I saw fuel. You guys saw the fuel, right? But I also heard air escaping here. But that's fixable. If it's just this, that's honestly a good. That'll be very good. So let's go out. Cyclone, how you doing? So let me know, guys, where you think is going to go down. I'm about to go out right now. I'm getting suited up, you know. I fly things, bro. You know, you got to love those cats, man. I had a dog before. He passed away. I was real sad for a long time. Can't not hate a cat. I mean, sorry, can't be hating cats. All right, so we got the starter. We saw the fuel. I don't know, guys. I'm a little, I think there's going to be an air leak. All right. Let's roll. Give me a second. I'll set this up. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna go outside. The clarity will get better. What do you all think is gonna happen? I'm reading the comments as you're all talking, by the way. Don't think I'm ignoring you. There's no ignoring going on. A 0. Damn, my jacket smells good. It was that cologne I wear. Give me a minute. telling you, you wear this cologne, you're gonna get all the Chiquitas. Guaranteed. All right, we're back. It's cold out here. We're about to find out. What do you all think is gonna happen, though, is the question. All right, Terra goes, I think it will fire up. Let me see where we are in the idle. I'm gonna open up the throttle a little, okay? All right, I'll adjust the throttle trim as needed. Who here wants to yell fire in the hole? New drill, by the way, new drill. All right. So this is the first demonstration start, I would say. When it fires up, I'll move the camera around. But the goal is to see if it even does fire up to begin with. That's pretty much the goal right now. All right. We got close to 80-something viewers here. It's not about the number of viewers. It's about repairing nitros. And that's what I'm here to do. All right. Make sure it's spinning right. Yeah, okay, it's spinning right. Fire in the hole. I don't know, the RPM might go crazy, guys, so get ready to, like, run, you know? Stop, drop, and run. 1, 2, 3. Fire in the hole. That was a positive sign. RPM seemed too high. 1, 2, 3. Go again. All right. So far, it's in the right direction. We got a runner. Let's let it warm up. We got a runner. So far, the idle is relatively okay. Let's let it warm up a little bit. It's very cold. I think it settled down a little bit. Now this is a proper runner. Idle is a little average, I would say. KGM, thank you, bro. Schumacher, sick. Oh, died. Too rich. Let me touch the engine. So, yeah, the engine is freaking cold. The engine is freaking cold. Let's, we're gonna fire it up again. The good news is, we got a runner. The other good news is, if you guys haven't seen KGM's newest video, I was actually gonna watch it, but then I fired up a stream, but I'm gonna go watch his newest video later. KGM, I'm telling you guys, you gotta watch his videos. Let me, based on that tune, what do you guys think? Lean it out a little bit? I'm gonna lean it out a little bit, because it turned off. The engine is too cold. I'm gonna lean it like maybe 2 hours worth. Okay. Let's fire it up again. All right, let me see. Smooth idle. That's right, not too bad, right? And you saw that. There was literally no preheat. Zero preheat, gang. I'm gonna fire it up again. World's tiniest fuel tank already, like basically I started with almost 3/4. Who wants to yell fire in the hole? I'll do it for you. One, two, three, fire in the hole. beyond rich. I couldn't get any more RPM. I'm gonna lead it more, okay? That was an indication of richness. Like Beyonce when she married Jay-Z. Yeah, the engine is like freaking cold. If you want, I'll lick it. But the thing is, I can't be doing stuff like that anymore because there's people with very unsavory behaviors, okay? I do something fun for the Nitro gang, and then they go and like make it something disgusting. It's real disgusting. What do you guys think? Fire it up again? Or what? I still think there's a bit of an air leak, but probably not enormous at this time. Fire in the hole, Chris Brown. Load it up, we need a little more RPM. Oh yeah, no, it's beyond rich. What do you guys want? You want me to tune it out here for a little bit or what? Like go back home? I'll lean it out a little more. So this fuel is actually not the best. It's like 20%, 16% oil. It's too high oil content. All right. What do we say? One more fire in the hole? Who here is motivated, guys? Who here is motivated for fire in the hole? Yeah, so far I'm looking at it. There do not seem to be any leaks. I'm almost out of fuel. Actually, that was basically close to the entire fuel tank. So I'll give you guys a history on this. The reason why it has a small fuel tank that started out as basically a 1991 Nitro 10. Then they put a giant engine in it. I'm gonna open up the carb a little more. See, this is why it's great to have a manual throttle trim adjustment. It just makes everything easy. Fire in the hole again. 1, 2, 3, spin. Real rich. Not rich. Okay, shut down. We ran out of fuel. Guys, it hit the 3-speed. I heard it. You heard it? Did you hear it? I heard it. I made sure I held it directly in the camera frame, baby. It hit the 3. Nothing is stripped. Ran out of fuel. Can't even kill a vintage 3-speed, guys. Could I get a hell yeah? That's right. So far, so good. I'm still gonna, kind of chase down some of these, I think, possible leak positions. That was basically close to the whole fuel tank. I was barely even out here for like not even that long, you know what I'm saying? We got 83 viewers. If you guys can, please give this a thumbs up. I'm out here in the cold doing things for the vintage Nitros to make them great again. with a not large hat enough. Not enough giant hat, rather. That don't make sense. All right, guys, that's, let's go back in. Yeah, the engine is still freaking cold. Yeah, these old Pro 21R engines, they get close to 40K RPM. All right, time to go do some repairs of a different nature. Engine-wise, no problem. I still think there's an air leak. All right, pistons at the bottom. Is that Earl Moorhead here? How you doing? I ran out of fuel, bro. Sorry if you missed the fire up. I'm sorry, okay. No runaways happened? That's good. All right, Texas Hill, how you doing? He goes, I heard the 3-speed. So I'll talk about the 3-speed, why they hit like that. It's actually a good and a bad thing. I would say mostly bad thing, but, well, no, sorry. Mostly good thing. It's not adjustable. So as I go back in, I want you guys to think, why would I say that a non-adjustable 3-speed is mostly a good thing? Let me know. Let's go back in. Sickening fire up, huh? No trouble. See that, guys? I'm not out here struggling like some. It's cold. Doesn't matter. All right, when I get in, I'll read the comments. All right, let's go back up. Sickening. Yo, Melissa, what's Sandy doing? Where my cat at? Yo, kitty? You chilling? Yo, Sandy, you heard the 3-speed? Did Sandy hear the 3-speed?
Did you leave the basement door open?
I didn't go in the basement. I didn't go to the fortress of RC Solitude. Melissa, can you take this stuff out of my hand, please?
Okay.
Sickening. All right. Let me chill a little bit. Yo, did the Nitro gang hear the 3-speed?
I think so. It's them.
All right, she told me to ask you. Sickening. Earl Moorhead goes, it's good because at least it shifts to 3rd speed. So normally, right, these 2-speed and 3-speed clutches are adjustable. This one, based on the exploded parts view, is not adjustable. So why is that possibly good, you might want to ask. All right, Terry Curry goes, love the gearing on the Schumacher. So, I have discussed a very important modification with Ben. We're going to make the Schumacher better than it ever was. We're going to reduce the chance of stripping gears, but that will not happen today. So, now that I'm out of fuel, it's easy to investigate a possible air leak. It ran okay, but it should still run much lower idle with the low-speed needle being that far out. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Come on, everybody. I bet you guys didn't think it would fire up that easy, did you? Come on. Don't think I take out nitros and then I can't start them. When has that really ever happened? Okay, it's probably happened. Probably more than once. All right. So here's the chassis. Let me blow my nose here. It was cold outside, all right? The stuff I do. It's worth it, though. It's worth it. So I'm pretty glad we fired it up. Now we know, it's a runner. So let me take a look at the exploded parts views. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay. So here is the exploded parts views of the transmission, the Schumacher 3-speed tranny. This is not just a regular tranny. Not the one you get on Sunset Boulevard. How you doing there? Pitbull, air-cooled, happy to see you here, man. This is a non-adjustable tranny. This one, doesn't matter how many dollars per hour you pay them, they will not do a better job. They will do the same job. You guys want to know why? It has to do with this spring. This is basically a pre-tension spring. Well, obviously they're all pre-tensioned, right? That will apply pressure to the clutch pawl, and it'll engage at a consistent RPM. So there's no adjustment screw here from what I can tell. It's just a fixed shift point, which makes sense. Now, since we were, lifting this, it wasn't on the ground. There was no road resistance. It shifted relatively fast. But let's take a look around the important parts here. I'm going to take a look around the header. Do I see any leaks? I do not see any leaks on that header below, right there on the starter, on the starting mechanism. But like I said, that low-speed needle there really worries me. Texas Hill goes, what about the clutch for the other gear? I was looking at it too, man. I don't see it myself either. Let me see. So based on the exploded part view, the outside gear would be the first gear. This is the second speed clutch. I don't really see this spring anywhere else in this lineup. That is real odd. John Hensey goes, that picture quality is real good. Thank you, bro. That's, you know why that is? Because I'm sitting 2.5 feet away from the modem. I was watching a movie the other day. Yeah, you know what? I don't think you guys care about movie stories. Let's just stick to Nitro. I find everyone's attention span these days is relatively low. You talk about something unrelated and it's like it's over. They got zero interest in anything outside of like one topic. Conversations in the 2000s were funner with people, I would assume. Today, it's not the same. People got the world's shortest attention spans. Okay, so I found a better picture of the exploded transmission. Well, I don't, it's not actually exploded, but yeah, right here, we have a color picture. So U2490F. Let's see what that part is. It might not tell us. Yeah, it doesn't tell us. We're going to have to engine accessories. No, those are like something else. But yeah, I'm looking right here. There's a spring, but there's nothing for the rest of it. One would assume that means maybe it's somehow internally housed in this gear, which I don't know how they would get around doing that. Anybody have any ideas? Because it appears, obviously, you have to take the gears apart. Yep, Earl Moorhead agrees here. He goes, thanks to TikTok, no more attention spans of over 20 seconds. It's ridiculous, man, People's overall grasp of like total conversation topics is just very, very low. I could pretty much speak about multiple subject matters. Yesterday I was watching a documentary on decommissioning nuclear submarines. Fairly interesting. So basically the thing is with decommissioning nuclear submarines, they separate the nuclear compartment, which is like double sealed with steel, and many of them are just floaters out there right now, just tied together. There's literally no way to open those up. They said maybe in the next 80 years, they'll be ready for opening up the nuclear containers, the reactors of the submarines. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay. Here, I don't see anything. You guys have any recommendations on what you want me to tackle first? Because I'll tackle stuff, baby. I'll tackle. Not football, because I don't like football. Tara goes, what about the spring between the second and third? It doesn't appear that there is a spring. We just looked at it. You know what? We have better manuals. We have the actual manual. Michael Sucha, happy to see you here, man. I have the actual manual. You guys want me to check more than just the exploded views, but this is the physical manual on this, the assembly manual. So if we don't see it in here, it's safe to say it's not adjustable, which, as I said before, it's good and bad. The good thing is it shifts. The bad thing is you can't adjust the shift. So let me see. So this is the exploded parts views again. But so some of these were sold as kits. This is not the correct portion. You know what? This one was definitely the almost ready to run, the pre-built. So I think only the exploded parts views is what we're going to get here. I don't think we're going to get the actual assembly of the trans. These are the linkages. This is the fuel tank. The two-piece fuel tank right there. Oh, wow. Fuel filter. We got ourselves a built-in... Yeah, so I was talking to my buddy Ben about this. He told me there's a foam filter. So this is where the foam filter is, which is odd because fuel tanks, you guys might know, they normally have like sand or stone filters. Never foam. The reason is foam tends to disintegrate. I wouldn't mind opening up the chassis, the tank, and seeing whether it's still there. But I don't want to risk an air leak, to be honest with you. Pitbull Air Cooled says, that's a clean, simple chassis layout. I'll talk a little more about it, why it's kind of the way it is. You know, it really is a design of over 30 years ago. All right, so here we have just more info on nonsense Canon stuff. How you doing, man? All the way from Malaysia. Here's also nothing. Here we have the part numbers. Here's the exploded parts views, but like the thing is, oh, there's a chick wearing a Schumacher shirt. Sickening. I mean, it's the same exact exploded parts views, so like once again, they're not. Yeah, there is no spring for the other gear. It looks like only the second gear. That is odd. I've never totally disassembled one of these transmissions because they honestly have always shifted. BMR, how you doing? Sickening channel member, 3-speed baby. If you didn't, if you just came, I did check the shift. It did shift. It was very, very smoky outside. I'll tell you that, my bro. It was very smoky. It was a smoke fest. Let me see what this part number is called. Maybe I'll track this down to somewhere in the manual. Although, we're going to have to take a look. What'd you guys think about that fire up, though? I didn't get a chance to read a lot of the comments, unfortunately, but I'm here now. So this is U2495L. U2495L. U2459L. Okay, U24, it should be U2459L. Speed secret? What the hell is that? Speed packs? This looks like upgrades only. Where's the breakdown of those parts? Okay, this is the shock building. They have all the information, but literally nothing that I need to know. Oh, here we go. Hella info on the transmission, everybody, guys. The transmission info. All right, so first gear is assembled. That's the tranny assembly. So far, I don't see any springs in there. That is, next up, we have some shims. And right there, it says second speed pawl. Oh, hold on. There is a third speed pawl. So it's hidden in whatever assembly that is. OG Nitro, how you doing, man? So there is a spring in there. I wonder why it wasn't showing up on the other exploded parts views. That is weird. But basically, Nitro head goes definitely sickening. Yeah, beyond sickening. The good thing is, okay, I see how it is. So notice it says silver spring. Second speed is silver spring, obviously for a tension setting. Third speed, gold spring. And if you guys know anything about gas RCs, generally gold, you guys might correct me. Gold is like a 10,000 RPM engagement spring for like gas RCs for clutches. Obviously here it has nothing to do with RPM, but well, no, it does. I don't know if it translates to the same engagement, but so yeah, a gold in the third gear. Pretty sickening, really. Let me see what the next page has. All right, so here they're talking about the assembled pawl carrier. Engage with pin. KGM goes, I'm wrenching an Arma. Love the Schumacher talk. Appreciate that, bro. In fact, I will give everybody here a link to KGM's newest video. The reason is, I gotta watch it myself. Therefore, I'm just gonna load it up, but I also want you guys to watch it. Cold weather bashing. Sickening. Cold weather bashing. I'm gonna watch it, but I don't know, he might have broken some stuff. So if you guys want, go check out awesome channel members and overall positive YouTuber KGM's video right there. Just put the link in the comments. Now, let us continue, everybody. Third speed gear. Yeah, so it looks like they are assembled correctly. Well, I don't want to say correctly, but like there are springs in the gears. Why wouldn't they show it in the exploded parts views before? Interesting, interesting. Tarek wants to know, is there anything that talks about the low-speed needle? I'm waiting for it. I think I saw a part on tuning. By the way, one of the most okay. I found something else I was looking for. Remember I was saying I didn't think there was a gasket with the header? So it looks like it's a small little gasket that goes inside. Yeah, so we definitely don't have a leak here, I think. I don't think we have a leak there for sure. Let me see, what else do we see here? Nothing that interesting. Clutch bell is unique, obviously. Unlike the USA 1, notice those gears are basically in a reverse orientation. Normally, it starts with the biggest gear closest to the engine and goes down. Here, Schumacher said, nah, we're going to go the other way. Okay, so here's just option parts. Stuff like that. Let me see what they wrote about it. This is pretty interesting. I don't think I read this to you guys before. Some of the facts on the Schumacher. Right here. You guys want me to read this? Let me know if you want me to read it. It's pretty interesting. The 21 Desert Storm, the world's most powerful 10 scale. You know what? I'm going to set this down and read it because it's hard to talk about it. There we go. You should be able to see it. All right. James goes, yes, read that. The 21 XTR Desert Storm, the world's most powerful 10-scale truck. It is capable of speeds in excess of 70 and 0 to 40 in a staggering 1.5 seconds. The 21 XTR rear exhaust Pro engine produces 2.1 horsepower at 40,000 sickening RPM. That's insane. Which can propel the Desert Storm down a scale standing quarter mile in a mind-blowing 2.7 seconds. With its large off-road tires and full-wheel independent suspension, this truck can handle the roughest terrain with ease. I mean, that's a sickening claim. This seems to be faster than a Jado. And by seems, I mean it is. It doesn't have to seem like it, because it is. You guys know what I'm saying? Let me see what you guys are saying here in the comments. All right. Yeah. That's pretty incredible. That is pretty incredible. Let me see. The question was about the engine and the tuning. You know what? I have a booklet on the engine. Let me look at it in this memorabilia I have, because I have some info on the engine. I gotta dig it up. Let me dig it up. John Hensley gifted a membership. And once again, the luckiest guy in the room. Well, one of them. Pitbull Air Cooled. Welcome back to the membership, gang. If you guys don't remember, I don't like to bring this up much because it's like, you know, past memories and stuff like that. And, you know, I don't try to, you know, resurrect, you know, kind of positivity through old things. I like to keep moving forward. But Pitbull Air Cooled was, I think, the first winner of a Nitro giveaway on this channel with a 10 scale Kyosho. I don't like to bring that up too much anymore because it's, you know, it's in the past. We got to move forward, everybody. But the fact hasn't changed. Thank you for that. Gift membership to Pitbull Air Cooled, guys. And if you have not become a member, now's the time to do so. There is a link in the description to this video with the link. Okay, here we go. That would help me out. Otherwise, well, WPL, baby, WPL. Okay, so we have an instruction sheet for the engine. Here they're just talking about some of the specs. I talked about this before, but let's open it up to see if they're talking about the carb settings. Okay, here it's pretty much not talking about that. All right, needle valve adjustment, mixture metering valve, break-in procedure. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read the break-in stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys want me to get technical into it, I could. But, like, as soon as I start reading this, the viewers leave. The Thunder Tiger, let me see if it's talking about any settings. So far, I don't see any settings on this, to be honest with you. Let me check. I'm just going to look at the back myself. No, I don't see any settings. I don't see anything. Notice over here in the fuel info, it says a good quality, commercially available fuel containing 25% lubricant and 75% methanol is recommended for break-in. That does not seem like a proper fuel mixture to me because they're missing the third component, which is nitro fuel. Why would they do that? Good point there from Tarek. He goes, normally on the Thunder Tiger, the low-speed needle is not flush with the carb. You're right. I know we discussed this. We came across that with their .12 engines. Why would they recommend 20% lubricant without any... Okay, fuel containing 5 to 15% nitromethane and 20% lubricant is for use when more power is required. They're telling you to run this without nitro if you don't want more power. This is like 1990s info right here. Sickening. Yeah, so there's nothing here on the factory needle settings, it looks like. I'm just reading this over a little bit more. All right, so yeah, I'm not going to take that advice. That does not seem to be appropriate advice. What do you guys think about that? Okay, I think next up, probably going to check the fuel tank. Whoa, had an accident. It's a delivery service. Came with shock oil. This thing's tough. Not tough enough to push it though. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'll get right back to you. So this is not a WPL. I think this is like a no. This is worse than WPL. This is beyond worse than WPL, everybody. I'm not going to show you the suspension because you're going to freak out. I don't want you to freak out on me. You might freak out. Don't look at the bottom. I put the USB charger inside there because, you know, that way you can't lose it. All right. What else could I do to this? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Let's, I think we could take a look at the shock. Because definitely this shock is destroyed. What do you guys think? I should start with the one that doesn't look like it has a massive leak on it? Or what? Massive leak or no massive leak? What's it going to be? All right. I'm also going to need an antenna too, but I'll probably just convert it to a GT5. All right, so the one on the left has a massive leak. The one on the right looks average. What do you guys think? Open this one up right now or no? Yo, Melissa, I need that little cross wrench. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Michael Sucha, bro, sorry. Yeah, it was an electric. It's a support van, you know. It's a support van. It delivers pizzas when I'm hungry. I'm gonna take this shock off. That's a good comment right there from John Hensley. He goes, wonder if JATO shocks would work. I have a set of JATO shocks. It's highly possible. You know what? If I go in the basement and look right now, I would probably figure it out. But I'm too far away from that right now. Yeah, I think these shocks are just obviously bad. They're both equally terrible. This one looks, I mean, it's movable. Guess we could open her up, huh? And this shock cap is tough to remove. You guys want to hear about the movie I was watching yesterday or no? Melissa said no. She thinks everyone's attention span is real short. But the thing is, I tell her, my viewers are smarter than the average bear. They're smarter than most other channel viewers. And that's been the case for over a decade. Michael Sucha says yes. John Hensey goes total recall. So no, the movie I was watching yesterday was called. Oh yeah, we got nothing. It's literally like. It was called Strapped. Strapped. I'm gonna type it right now. It was an inner city movie, you know, with weapons, about weapons rather, you know, illegal weapon sales, and how law enforcement is incapable of doing anything other than setting you up. Took place not far away from where I live, in fact. Strapped, 1990s movie. One could call it drama, one could call it reality. No, it was not that kind of movie. All right, so let me open up. The way this works is it opens up from, so the top is sealed. John Hensey, I'm not that close to the Bronx, but like that movie was recorded in Brooklyn in a housing development in Brooklyn, and you know people were walking around with weapons to conduct their illegal activities of, you know, transactions on streets. Of course, you had to defend yourself, you know. And what happened is basically the plot of the movie was this guy went crazy on this like deli owner because he wanted a sandwich, and the guy made a sandwich not exactly the way he made it for somebody else, and he basically took his gun out. You know, they called him the Gat. He took the Gat out and accidentally shot a little girl. Okay, here we go. Oh man. So the piston inside, right there, I could definitely see it inside of the O-ring with the clip. It's totally dry. There's no oil. It must have either never been filled. Oh no, this thing is totally loose. There's no resistance of this part moving along the shaft. This has to all be disassembled, or this part right here is just, yeah, these foam pieces, they're not even O-rings. It was a great movie, man. Next up, I'm going to be watching Boys in the Hood. Okay? I got to learn to get along with everybody. Therefore, Boys in the Hood is up next. Then, Menace to Society. But then, Friday. Next Friday. As we all know, Friday after next. All right, there we go. We got to get along, bro. We got to get along. Got to understand each other in order to make life better together. Now, this is an odd setup. This is foam. I am quite confident if I put any oil in this, it will just instantly leak out. Like there's no O-rings in here for sure. Yeah, I'm not even gonna refill this. We need, oh no, there's an O-ring right there, but it's definitely destroyed. Let me take a closer look at it. There's definitely an O-ring right there. But it's way beyond the size of the shaft. It barely even grabs the shaft. Sickening. Oh yeah, don't be a menace. That's a good one. Or menace to society, no, menace, something like that. I don't know if I could restore these shocks, guys. This is not the correct setup. The O-ring over there, I guess I could take it out. Well, you guys want me to try to take it out? I mean, I could probably try. Yo, Melissa, there's a O-ring kit downstairs. Like well, I have my little tools there. I'm gonna try this later. I don't know. This is gonna be annoying over here. Probably just gonna see if I can get better shocks. What do you guys think with the shock situation? I think it's beyond repair at this point. I mean, O-rings could fix it. Let me take a look at the manual once again. I'm gonna go to the part of the manual where it talks about the shock setup. Let me get it close. Hold on. I mean, technically, all I gotta do is replace the shocks, the rubber parts. All right, here we go. Yeah, Mighty Mike, not a bad idea. O-ring and nitro fuel tube. I think that could be a solution. Okay, but let's take a look at how it actually looks in the manual. All right, so here they are saying right here. So that looks normal. I think that's just like the piston or whatever. All right, so we have 2 O-rings. Here they are. Thin red O-ring and thick red O-ring. So this is the one we were looking at, but they probably obviously got worse. This O-ring is on the outside. We have this. I mean, all the parts are there. They're probably just old. It's these 2 that stop the oil from leaking through the shaft. Right? Yeah, they definitely swelled. They don't look correct anymore. But if you look at the cross section, this is what they would look like. The shaft would be going through this middle section. I wonder what the functional reason of these foam, a volume foam compensator it's called. Doesn't seem to be a reason for this. Doesn't seem to be a reason for this. Yep, I'm looking at the picture quality. It's amazing, man. I could do neck surgery right now. Anybody need neck surgery? I mean, I'm not an expert, but I could probably, you know, quality's good. All right, so they're saying 70 weight oil. I don't have any 70 weight oil, so we'll go with 50. All right, so we need O-rings. Melissa, can you get my little screws? There's like small O-rings over there. How you doing there, Vintage Nitro World, bro? Happy to see you. He goes, I have the XTR-3E with the most aluminum upgrades ever. Well, man, I have one that hits the 3-speed at least. We already tested it. It has good compression. This is, don't recommend. And we have leaky shocks. It's like on the table over there where I put all my important stuff. And it has little red things on the inside, like O-rings, like little rubber O-ring, like red ones. Go see if you can locate it. If not, I'll have to do this like later on. What else in terms of this chassis you guys want to discuss? Because I'll discuss, baby. I'll discuss. Okay, Michael Sucha goes, also put an O-ring between the foam elements. That is not a bad idea because this literally does not seem like it even needs to be here. I'm assuming this is just a limiter for the travel. Yeah, because like this part right there, I've never seen shocks assembled with a foam, with 2 foam sponges that do nothing. But when the shaft goes all the way down, it just sits like that. They could have just used a shorter shaft. I do not see the logic in this, just like the movie Menace to Society. It doesn't seem to really be damping either. I mean, it has a little bit of cushion, actually. Oh, man, I got my own ad on my own video. That'll be like 1/8 of a penny, bro. Don't worry, 1/8 of a penny. I'm not getting rich off the ads, trust me. I could show you the ad revenue. It's very low. I cannot even buy a pizza on sale with the ad revenue. Just so you guys know, the ad revenue does not even add up to a pizza on sale. It adds up to like a slice of pizza. Like at night before they throw it out. Vintage Nitro World goes, make sure to check the tranny. There could be a bearing that goes out. I haven't disassembled anything here. The gear mesh is good. But you are correct. These cars are pretty old by now, so. Yo, did Melissa get lost? I'm pretty sure if I had a timer, she would qualify as lost. Did you find it?
Yes.
All right. All right, she found it. I don't know, this might not be the right set. I think I have another set with like smaller ones. I'm gonna have to buy like a silicone O-ring set. I had a couple here, but these are just like these are not for shocks. I don't know, maybe they'll work. Some of them are pretty small enough. I mean, some of them are pretty small enough. This is a 2.5 millimeter driver. What do you guys think? This one, I mean, this is silicone. The red means it's silicone. White is also sometimes silicone. This could be a possibility right there. Okay, so what I would have to do is either unscrew the shock or remove this clip. Don't know if I want to undo the clip. So what I will do is undo the shock. Unscrew this rather. Let me see how difficult that might be. Thank you guys for being here on the stream, by the way. I don't say thank you enough, but trust me, I believe it. RR3, thank you, man. He goes, hit the like button. I also don't really self-promote. That's kind of a bad thing, really. But, you know, it keeps you honest. It keeps you decent. But it also keeps you watching old 1990s movies about the hood. Well, let's just say if you watch another hood movie, I'm going to smack you. People are cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate you as always. So let me see if this is going to be like a possibility with the O-ring. It might not be. All right, so that's the old O-ring, the big one. That is a massive O-ring. All right, so how about this? I'm going to lower the camera a little bit. This way we can kind of get a good view close to the ground. In HD. So that's the fat O-ring. That thing is fat. I don't know if I'll be... I mean, really, it doesn't matter how fat it is. You just need it to be tight around. Okay, so that's the spacer. And that's the smaller O-ring. And on the inside here, there's nothing. Let me give you a little zoomaroo. So this is where we're at. Per the instructions. Fat O-ring, plastic spacer, thin O-ring. And this is a brand new one that I have. And I thought they were going to be too big. Look at the size difference. I've never really seen large O-rings like that for shocks. That is odd. What do you guys think I should do at this point to test something out at least? I'm looking for more O-rings. I don't know. I don't think it matters the thickness of the O-ring you have. Okay, so what I got now... Okay, so this is what I got. These two on the right are the new ones. These are the old ones, and the spacer in the middle. What should I do? Wait, check this out, everybody. It's going to be a test video right here. Test video. So the thin one was at the bottom, right? So that means I'll have to put the thin one first. No, the fat one first. We'll put the fat one. Yeah, it's still too fat for the. It's too fat for the shaft. Then the spacer. I'm just testing it out. Oh, damn, I assembled that wrong. It should be... Did I assemble that right? Which one was the fat one? The fat one came from the bottom? Oh. So the thin one has to go on top. Okay. Okay, the thin one seems correct. Thin one has some proper tension. Then one goes on the bottom. Then we got this one. This one's a little too fat. This one's definitely gonna leak through it. I'm thinking what I'm gonna try, I'm just gonna put two skinny ones. Let's see what happens. Who knows? If it don't work, it don't work. I'm gonna try two skinny ones. Obviously, it's not totally correct, but like, what's the difference? We just need it to seal. That's kind of like the goal. And I'm quite sure this will still seal. All right, let's assemble it back. You guys understand what I'm doing or no? I could honestly add in another washer too, another seal. You know what? Why don't I add another one? I'm just gonna double up on it. These are not the correct ones, but it won't really do much. It's just gonna give us a little bit less shock travel. But no, that's not good. No, it's too. Let me get rid of this one. No, you know what? So the fat one was on the bottom. You know what we'll do? I'm gonna keep the fat one because it might have to seat that way on the bottom of that cap. Nah, this is too fat now. It's no, this is not being pushed down much. Oh no, okay, we got it. So the fat one has to just be positioned at the bottom. Okay, there we go. No, it doesn't seem to be doing a good job, the fat one. It's really, really ballooned. So what I'll do, I'll put this new one. Again, we'll just double up on it. It seems locked now. And too tight. Now I can feel a bunch of tension. It's not smooth anymore. I have to remove it. It's too tight now. See, they're not supposed to easily come off the shaft like that. It already fell apart, all of it. That bottom one is right there. Yeah, vintage Nitro world, man, working on shocks is not fun, I'll tell you this. Especially when like you're using non-standard parts like I am. I'm gonna have to order a shock kit of some kind. You know what? This fat one right here, I'm gonna replace it with this old small one. All right, this might be okay. It has a little bit of friction, but like if there's shock oil in there, it should balance out, I think. What do you guys think? Try it or what? By the way, the oil has to be filled upside down. Sickening, right? Beyond sickening. All right, Melissa, where's the oil? I got it. Okay, so this is 50 weight, whatever. It's better than nothing. All right, John, how you doing? He goes, try it. I'm gonna try it right now. So we'll basically know right away if it leaks. So I'm gonna fill this one from the top. This is the way this is filled. It's real odd. I'm not really sure where you're supposed to put it in, but it's obviously not all the way because this shock has to sit inside, so some of it might leak out. Yo, Melissa, we have any napkins right here? Could a brother get a napkin, please? Oh, we got Brent. Happy to see you here, man. Happy Friday to you, bro. I'm rebuilding a shock on the Schumacher. If you missed it earlier, Let's just go get some toilet paper. I fired up the Schumacher XTR-3E. We hit the 3-speed. It's a runner. It's functional. This is the delivery truck right here. And right now, you know, I removed one of the shocks. We're gonna see if I can repair the shock with items that I already have so far. So we'll figure it out. All right. So the way this sits inside, I think I overfilled the shock. Yeah, it's coming out. It's okay. As soon as it's, I mean, I wouldn't call this self-bleeding because there's no bleed hole, but you know, the oil is gonna get pushed out as we screw it together. Man, that is messy. You know, Melissa, give me one of these wipes, please. Open this up. Guys, thank you for joining me tonight on Friday Night Nitro. It's not every day we see a sickening Schumacher with a 3-speed, but today is one of those days. Therefore, I am happy to be able to share it with all of you. Okay. I sealed the shock, and who knows, I might have overdid it. Let me see what happens now. All right, well, we definitely have oil. It's definitely moving. It does not appear to be leaking yet. So what I'll do, I'll clean the bottom better. We'll know pretty much right away if it leaks. This is a pretty good wipe. It'll get rid of some of the oily residue. Okay, it's tight. Let me assemble the rod end back. I mean, maybe this will work. I have 2 of those extra seals. This might work. All right, we have a minimal amount of rebound, but keep in mind, there is no bladder at the top of the shock over there that basically makes it retract better. Well, it's not called retract, more like rebound. All right, so let me clean the bottom of the shaft and this thing. I'm going to assemble it. I mean, we'll know pretty much right away whether it leaks or not. Would not be a bad idea to clean the area where it was mounted to. All right. I mean, it's way better than before. I don't know. This might be a fix right there. So far, I see 0 shock oil leaking from the bottom. That's just a little bit of a stain from before. I don't see any shock oil. What do you guys think? We might have gotten ourselves a fix. This might be a sickening fix right here. Just trial and error. Let me clean up this area. And the other one I might do later. Getting tired over here. Yeah, it looks real good. The only way to really tell, I'm gonna have to mount it. It's gonna have to sit overnight, and I'll just track whether there's any oil leakage on the suspension arm. You could see the front is basically already totally saturated, so I gotta make sure I clean this. You know what would be real great in a case like this? Those old Nitro sprays. Well, washing them with soap and water would be great too. But now that the electronics are in here, and like, you know, these are like vintage electronics, I don't really want to get this exposed to water. That would not be a good idea. Okay, well, for a fact, this part right here is oil free at this point. Vintage Nitro goes, you should look for the Venom Street tires. You are right, man. I know those tires. They are great. Let me show everybody what vintage Nitro World is referring to. This is what he's referring to. You see, I have the memorabilia to show the people what you're talking about, bro. These are the Venom road tire for a Schumacher because you need the rim, basically. It's a proprietary wheel hub. So we got the info, we got the facts, we got the know-how, and we have the sickening viewers on this channel. Come on, you didn't think I would pull those tires out, did you? I did. Well, a picture of them, rather. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just mount this back in. There's not much I can do right now. It has to be just, you know, put in the car. Right now, I can tell for sure it is real dry. You would have already had obvious leak signs. You're always going to get a little bit, you know, obviously on the shaft, but I put in a lot of O-rings in there. And they're basically a pretty correct size. I wouldn't say they're totally bad. All right, I'm going to assemble this. Yo, Melissa, there's any pizza deals? You know I get hungry after streams. Why are you looking at me like menace to society right now? Are you looking at me like you strapped?
No.
Don't look at me like you strapped. Yo, why are you looking at me like Ice Cube? Damn, that is tough to put in. Yo, what's the Nitro Gang saying? I can't read the screen right now.
What year is this book?
Oh, RR3 wants to know what year this is. This is 2001. But the chassis design itself dates back to 1991. Damn, get in there, man. Get in there. As Austin Powers likes to say, get in my belly. I like to say that to pizzas at night, you know.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. A nice pan pizza. Not just a regular pizza, a pan pizza. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna assemble the upper portion, and time will tell us basically. Oh yeah, we got some noise. I mean, who knows? Those are new O-rings. They might break in, or they might not break in. They might break in. So the factory shock coil, the manual said 70. I could see why they said 70. I used 50. I would say 60 is what you want. All right, so it's done. I mean, it's definitely less bouncy. And the other one has no oil in it either. Remember, guys, before, it was extra bouncy, right? It's definitely less bouncy now. You remember? I mean, it's definitely way better than before. And I do not see any leakage on the shock. Take a look at it. It's real clean, actually. Real clean. All right, guys, I think that's going to call it a day for now. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't given this a thumbs up, please consider doing that. You know, there's channels out there that are basically nothing but farmers for thumbs ups. Do you want the farmers to win? Because the YouTube algorithm favors the farmers out there. People with ethics lower than the bottom of the ocean. I'm going to do this one later. I should have the parts here. So what did I use? I used 2 small O-rings. Thanks, Tarek, bro. I appreciate that. I honestly didn't think the shock repair would work. But let me just make sure I have 2 of those small O-rings. I probably should. I need the real small ones. So here's one. Thanks, John Hensley, bro. I got 1 small O-ring. Let me see about another one. Please let there be another small one. Okay, here we go. Another small one. But the rest I'll do later. It's interesting. You didn't really need 2 big O-rings like this. I don't know why they use such big O-rings. It don't make no sense. All the ones I replaced them with were, you know, if you have them close up, you could see the size difference is pretty immense. This is like the Titanic of O-rings. And this is like a mini yacht of O-rings. Weird. Real weird. Alright guys, that's about it. I got videos to edit for tomorrow. You know, this channel isn't 100% streaming. We make great videos here for people to enjoy watching in the future as well. That's where this channel started, and that is where it will always remain. Thank you guys. Don't forget to check out tomorrow's awesome video. That's my opinion. It's awesome, right? Because I edited it. Pinker1, Pizza Nitro, you guys all have a good night. If I didn't see you in the comments, I truly apologize. I'm happy to have everybody here. You all have a good night.